Well, hello. You ever get two pens for the price of one? I did, to my surprise. This is a vintage Böhler pen, I'm trying to do the umlaut correctly. And I thought I was buying the jade green one. Well, I got it, and I got its companion. So it turned out when I went back to the original listing, they were actually sold together. I just don't read so well, apparently. Not complaining. So, kind of excited to try these two vintage pens. I know almost nothing about the brand other than obviously with a name like Böhler, they're probably German. So, let's dive into it, take a look, and when I do my review after two fills or whatever, I'll hopefully have a little more information for you. So, these pens are identical except for the color. I wanted this one because damn, that's gorgeous. Both of these are button fillers. When you look at the cap, you get some branding. Original Böhler. There's the umlaut. No model number or anything. Uncap it. Nothing there. The nib got me kind of excited. Of course, I have cleaned this pen out so I know the filling mechanism works. A cute little goat. I think we got a Bach nib there. And its companion. Same thing. Button filler. Ooh, there's an EF written there. I didn't notice that before. Let's see if there's something written on this one. F. Ha! I got a fine and an extra fine. This is worth it after all. Okay, original Böhler. Although, of course, you never know with a vintage pen if this is the original vintage nib. But again, another goat. Cute little feller. So let's take a look at the nibs side by side. Maybe we'll see a difference. Okay, maybe just because I've been led to think that way, but I think the green one looks a little broader. Well, heck, there's nothing for it. Let's ink them up. So we can tell them apart while I'm writing, we're going to use two Califolio inks. I'm going to put the Noir in the green one, and I'm going to put the Canal in the red one. So let's get some Noir going on. Lovely bubbling, but like I said, I knew that from when I cleaned it out. Yes, I am careless with my new pens, my modern ones. But when I buy vintage, you never know where it's been. These pens are definitely older than me, so they've had lots of time to get around. So I make sure with some ammonia and such that there's no nasties living inside of them. Or at least I do the best I can. So what I'm going to try to do is a split screen thing. Alright, so not seeing much difference, but if we're trying to do a scientific test, just point of reference, use the same ink, which I did not do. I failed to do that. Both nibs are showing a little bit of feedback. I definitely hear them on the paper, but I have to say that they're writing quite nicely. I like that. Flex. Not bad. Wetness and flow. Both are showing they're flexible. One thing I'm finding as I write along is these are very short pens. I think if I weren't switching back and forth between them so much, I would probably prefer to post. I'm not usually a poster, but I think in this case I will be. Smear test. No surprise there. And reverse writing. Feels the same, but that's a very dry extra fine. Oh, that one's scratchy and nasty. All right, and the Pierre Gustafson test. Passed with flying colors, I think. Okay, one last thing, just so you can see this. In the hand, definitely a bit short. This is a small pen. It's definitely a pen I want to post when I write. My last test, as always, fit right in my pocket. I'm sure this will be the same. Yeah. So one thing that has surprised me with this search for vintage pens is just how many different manufacturers there used to be. Like a lot of other things, like media companies and so on. A lot have gone out of business. A lot have been bought up. A lot of names have just disappeared. And we just don't have the diversity that we used to have. These are nice surprises. Are these prizes in my collection? No. But I like them. I like them a lot. And I look forward to spending some more time with them and getting to know these pens. So, hope that was interesting and useful. With a vintage pen, I always feel like, oh, but are they going to be able to find it? But part of why I keep presenting these is go out, search, take a gamble, try out some of these vintage pens, because there are some amazing prizes out there. If you're just willing to take a look and try something different that maybe isn't the brand name that everybody talks about. So, if you take nothing else from this channel, take that urge to explore and discover brave new pens. So I want to thank you for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.